All right, out here downtown today, and the goal is to try for the very first time some street photography with the Ricoh GR3. I've never done this before, never used the snap focus feature before, but I'm gonna limit myself to 36 exposures. I'll try my best not to go over, and let's see what we can get. I think this is what this camera was meant for. I can see why like digital street photographers like digital, over film, or like prefer to shoot their digital over film. It's really eye-opening. It's almost better than film. So to be completely honest with you, I never thought I would be convinced or interested or into shooting digital street photography, but I really think that this camera, the Ricoh GR3, has changed my mind on that. To give you a little bit of context, I'm like hardcore just kind of film believer and everything. I shoot digital when I have to for like a lot of quick turnaround stuff when it comes to like more professional stuff, but if I can take my time and just be creative with it, I prefer to shoot film. And like a few years ago when I actually first started shooting film, I was actually completely done with photography and wanted nothing to do with it. Completely swore off using digital cameras and all that until I kind of just stumbled upon like film. And just over the years, the process of just shooting film has like got me back into photography a lot. And that kind of made me jump back to wanting to shoot or try out digital, just for like those fast, quick needs. And then just same thing like I was saying in the review of the Ricoh, being able to just have this quick documentary camera just on me at all times. So when I was using this out on the street, I kind of had everything set in manual mode, and I was shooting at in auto ISO, and just I had my f-stop between f8 and 11, and the shutter speed like at 250 and higher. I think I'll adjust the shutter speed like here and there. But using those settings, it was a super bright sunny day, and I wanted to shoot that aperture just for the greater focal length, because the focal distance, because I was using the snap focus feature, which I was able to use and like test out for real, like the first time ever, and just set it to like 5 meters, and it's still set on that right now actually, so that I can just quickly just pull the camera up and shoot the photo. And when I was shooting, I really wasn't trying to look at the screen too much. I wasn't trying to like chimp and everything. But yeah, I was just quickly pulling the camera up, shooting the photo, and then at times I would disable the display, and just shoot and walk around and everything. But I stopped doing that and turned the display back on, because I wanted to pay attention to my framing more, which I thought I was compromising on. So overall, the process was really fun in terms of just like using this as like a digital street camera for the first time. It was absolutely like fun to use, and I was just like super just like giddy and just like geeking out every single time I took a photo, because I just felt like this stealthy ninja because this camera's so quick and like compact and everything. I honestly felt like nobody could see me whenever I was taking photos. Speaking of like being stealthy and everything, at times I would get like really nervous, kind of like approaching a photo that I saw in like the distance and everything, because I felt like the subject could see me walking towards them and just like wanting to capture whatever they're doing, because I thought it was like interesting. So me being an idiot kept doing what I was calling like the sniff technique, the wipes nose or whatever technique. So like I would walk up to them and just like quickly sniff and like wipe my nose and just like bump my finger, snap the shutter, everything, which was just hilarious because again, I thought I was being stealthy, but nope, like people were looking right into the lens, looking right at me. I just felt so stupid like after the fact. Once I looked at the photos, I was like, yeah, I got that. They're just like, no, you idiot. We know you just like took a picture. Who does that? It was just the greatest thing. So when I was shooting, I also limited myself to 36 exposures, and I had like a 128 gig card in here. But the reason I did that is just like a personal little thing I do when I'm shooting digital to kind of just limit myself to those 36 exposures and just treat it like film so that I can focus more like on my composition, on like the photos that I'm shooting and everything. Like, is this a photo I want to take because I care about it, or that like it's interesting to me, or am I just shooting it just to shoot it to make sure I have something that I can like share later, or just, you know, if I messed up on another photo, it's just like I have this other backup photo that I don't like as much, but it's there. I also only had to switch batteries once, which is kind of like a thing I want to note. I do have 3 batteries for this camera. One that's like the actual Ricoh battery, and then 2 third-party batteries. I believe I had the third-party battery in there. No, I had the Ricoh one in there actually, because it's still sitting on the charger. But it died because I had the camera on the whole time. I turned the sleep feature off because I just wanted the camera to be ready to like shoot instead of having to turn it on and waiting for like the screen and everything to turn on to shoot my photos. And, you know, it was in the palm of my hand. The battery kind of sits like right here in this area. So it was getting a little warm. My hand was like a little sweaty and everything. So that probably contributed to the battery dying faster. But yeah, having those 2 backup batteries was super helpful and useful. But it's so quick to just like quickly pop out and swap the battery and whatnot. So yeah, really useful feature that I really like about this camera. So yeah, this was a absolutely like great and amazing camera to shoot with, and like I really understand now why people shoot digital photos, which sounds stupid, like digital street photos, which sounds like dumb, but a lot of the photographers and everything I follow like shoot film and stuff. And I was just like, why would you shoot digital? Like, what's so interesting about that? But like after seeing like some of the pictures and just like being able to like experience it actually instead of just, you know, talking about it and, you know, not having actually experienced it, I got like an appreciation for like digital street photography, and I prefer like this setup. I would never go any bigger, and watch me like have a next video saying that I'm going bigger, but I would never have have any other camera on the street that's digital except for this. One thing that I didn't like about it, shooting digital, I guess, or using this camera specifically, is because it's so quick. I felt like I was compromising on my composition a little bit, because I could be so quick and everything. I felt like I wanted to just be like cool in terms of just turning on the camera, walk in, just like, oh, there's a photo, snap, snap, walk away, opposed to just like, hey, I got this cool stealthy camera. I can like hang out here for a second and actually like frame up my photo, or just like see where it works and kind of like take the picture and everything. So I got to practice that myself, personally, and like I was chimping and everything, didn't really like that. But yeah, I feel like with film, I guess, and I mean, it can be argued for this as well, I take my time and like more thought into my composition because I know that I'm paying basically for each like frame that I'm shooting, whereas this one, I had loads of photos I can shoot, but that's why I limit myself to the 24 or 36 exposures. So I don't want to sound like too contradicting, but the camera being so fast and quick is also like kind of its biggest value to me. This being just like a super fast, compact camera that has just so many features like the snap focus and just like all your high ISO and speed settings and just like the high quality you're getting out of this. Like it's completely just like super invaluable in terms of just like a street photography camera that's just quick, it's quiet, and you can honestly just kind of like blend into your environment with it, which is why I love it so much. So the real question is, will I exclusively be using this as like my main street photography camera? No, because I love the M6 and just like film and just that whole process in general, and I like the results better film. Just the feel and the look, and just the grain and everything's absolutely amazing to me. But overall, if you want to like find a good street photography camera, like this is freaking it, like 100%, no doubt. So that's all I have to share in terms of just like the Ricoh GR3 and my experience using it on the streets for the very first time. So thank you guys for watching. One quick thing, I just realized that I'm over 100 subs now, which is like really cool. I'm just like doing this for fun and everything, but it's just entertaining to just like interact with you guys in the comments and everything and see that you're like enjoying this video and subscribing and whatnot. So please like continue to subscribe. But thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe and hit that bell button because I have more content coming. Thanks for watching.